A newly obtained document shows the South Carolina Ethics Commission is investigating a solicitor in the Upstate who's also running for state attorney general after a complaint over alleged violations of ethics laws. According to the provided complaint, 8th Circuit Solicitor David Stumbo personally signed checks to himself for mileage from September of 2022 to July of 2025, totaling around $32,000. The complaint claims it's a violation of the law and that no other examples of solicitors across the state have directed their office to give them extra compensation or allowance. We sent in FOIA requests to other solicitors' offices. The 14th, 15th, and 9th offices responded saying the solicitors in those districts had not received any payments for mileage reimbursements. According to the letter from the State Ethics Commission, the complaint against Stumbo contained facts sufficient to warrant an investigation. We reached out to Solicitor Stumbo's office and have not heard back at this time.